Hi, Scorpio. Thanks for tuning into my channel. This is Patty at the Healing Room, and I've actually pulled for love, money, and health. I apologize for being late. So it's actually serving as a mid-month reading from this point forward in the month of April 2017. A couple things before I get started. I do not believe in coincidence. I only believe in synchronicity. So if you're viewing this channel right now, that means you were guided here by Almighty God, Almighty Goddess, Source, whatever you call it, and maybe highest level spirit guides and angels, guardian angels, higher self, whoever you look to as your divine helpers. And you will receive at least one small nugget, keeping you on path, putting you on path, or an aha, some sort of epiphany that helps you with a dilemma you might be facing in this current moment. If you'd like a personal one-on-one reading, I actually can send you a video like this one that's private, or I can just do an email with you. You email questions and I email the answers. And you can get in touch with me through my email address, which is thehealingroomcrystals@gmail.com. These are general readings, but this is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, or Scorpio Rising. And my suggestion is that you look at all of your signs for your sun, your moon, and your rising, because there'll be some months that the other ones carry more weight than your sun. Okay, so without further ado, I will let us take a look at what I've pulled. I've already pulled the cards for us. We can look at them together. Okay, so let's see here. Make sure everybody can see. Okay, so first, this is love. Okay, so for you guys, I feel like I'm going to read this now. Since these are general readings, I'm going to read the cards in a couple different ways. Okay, and we can look at from different windows. So in the love category, you got the Page of Earth. These tarot cards are by Doreen Virtue. They're her angel tarot cards. Okay, so the Page of Earth is what I pulled for you, and the undercurrent is the moon. So now I'm going to read it for people who are in a relationship first. If you're in a relationship, you really are looking to settle down with this individual. There's still trepidation because there's fear. Now, there may have been many disappointments that this person has put you through. Okay. As a result, even though you feel karmically bound to this person and you feel really connected, there's fear. Okay. Because again, you felt hurt. Okay. Maybe there were some things that were hidden from you at the beginning of the relationship that you discovered later on. And so you're still working on trust. So my suggestion to you would be to absolutely continue on in the relationship. I feel like, definitely start working at more being open and honest and speaking about things in the relationship that still stop you from trusting 100%. Because I feel the moon card can get blown out of proportion. You can kind of start making mountains out of molehills. The person's like, I'm going to 7-Eleven, and you're like, oh, really? Where are you going? And, maybe they did some things that were dastardly, and you have a right to, to doubt, but it's actually standing in the way of what could be a very great, connected, loyal partnership. And maybe at the beginning of the relationship, you both weren't 100% sure that you wanted to be with each other. And so maybe, if you look back, maybe you weren't so perfect either. Okay. So what, my sense here is what the universe is asking you to do is to be open and speak about anything underlying that's stopping you from moving 100% forward in this relationship. Because I feel like it definitely has the potential to be a great base. I also feel there's great karma here. There's a tie, and you couldn't leave if you wanted, but you also have to be honest. All right. And I feel like you guys will work it out. If you feel like you can't work it out, then go to an arbitrator. Go to somebody who's completely objective, somebody who's like a mediator, whether it's a therapist or somebody as a counselor, because I feel like it's completely something that could work. Now, if you're somebody who's not in a relationship, I feel like because you've had past hurts, the moon card is actually really what's showing me, which has the most energy here, because the major arcanas are always more powerful than the minors, okay? So what I'm feeling here is there's been many past hurts, but, we've all had disappointment in love. But as a result, you're really skittish, you know what I mean? But I do feel like something's on deck, all right? You have to, I feel like, you know, I have this vision of you just jumping off the cliff, but you're going to be caught, okay? Like just take a leap. I feel like it's going to, it's going to be good for you, okay? Um, don't let fear rule the day. Because it happened in the past doesn't mean it's going to happen in the future, all right? And it probably happened in the past because you weren't meant to be with those people, you know? And now there's somebody in front of you who literally is a wonderful base for a great beginning, okay? So really look, start going out, you know, start trying to figure out ways to look from a different perspective, you know? Everybody gets hurt in love. It's just the way it is. It's life. It doesn't mean you're supposed to stop moving forward because, you know, love has so many benefits and, you know, it can be amazing. Okay. Second area is money. So I'm going to read it two different ways. So you have the Six of Earth, which is a Six of Pentacles, which means you could be receiving money, but because your undercurrent is the Five of Earth, I'm going to say that you're probably giving out a lot of money. I feel like you feel like whether it's paying off loans, whether it's paying family members, whether it's, you know, like paying off old taxes or bills, you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm just giving out and nothing's coming back. The reason you feel that way is because in the past, you've had disappointment with money. Okay, things didn't turn out the way they were supposed to because I pulled a clarifier and I got the Five of Cups, which means that you've had disappointment in resources, you know, like you thought something was going to work out that didn't. But I'm here to tell you that because you got the Six of Pentacles, this is always about the scales balancing. So the Five of Earth, which is the undercurrent, basically is saying you're feeling like you have a fear of losing your security, losing your base, but it's only because of past disappointments. This is just a state of mind. This is the answer to the category, which is Six of Earth. You giving this money out, you're going to get it back. I'm just here to tell you, okay? And I'm even going to read the blurb at the bottom of the card because Doreen Virtue actually puts little blurbs at the bottom of all of her tarot cards. And the Six of Earth on the bottom says, gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan or paying off debts. How I'm going to read this is that you're paying off debts in some way, shape, or form, but that it's going to balance out where you're going to get a windfall, you get a promotion, you get a better job, or you'll get an increase at your job, okay? If you're somebody who's not working right now, I feel like, oh my gosh, you know, you're constantly giving money out. You're like, you know, maybe you're putting on a credit card, you're paying your bills with credit cards, or whatever. My advice here from the universe is just pay the bills, do what you have to do, continue plugging away. You will get money coming to you, whether it's a new job. You know, again, you guys could get a windfall too, even if you're not working. Okay. You could win lottery. You could, you know, win at the slots, win at the horses. You could get an inheritance, you know, but continue what you're doing and change your attitude about it. Because you're going to clear away these debts, and then it's like the universe abhors a vacuum. Then it's like all the good stuff can come rushing in. Five of Earth, Five of Pentacles, you know, and I'm going to read the blurb on the bottom of this card. Fears surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. This also for people who are trying to get a business going and they feel like they're giving out more than they're getting. That's how it always starts. But you're going to reap great benefits. You're on the right path. The only thing that needs changing is the way you're thinking about it, okay? It's going to get better, okay? The universe is letting you know that. Okay, and then we're going into the love category, okay? I'm sorry, health. I stand corrected. Sorry, guys. I got the Justice card, okay? So this is the card that says, fair and just decisions, do what you know is right, stand up for your beliefs, okay? The undercurrent is the Four of Air, which translates in the Rider-Waite deck as the Four of Swords. which means time for rest, recuperation, and meditation. And again, she on her card writes, time to rest or take a vacation, allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. So what's going on here with your health sector is any affliction that you're being faced with right now can be completely turned around with rest. And also can be completely turned around with rest and meditation, because answers will come through meditation. If you have some sort of mystery affliction, some mystery ailment, you're like, what in the Sam Hill is going on? Like, I haven't changed one thing. I haven't done anything differently. I don't know what's going on. Well, it's from the fact that you're stressed. And again, I got this for a couple different signs. It's actually requiring you to relieve your stress and allow the healing, okay? And when you meditate, you're going to really get the answer as to why, how to cure this thing, okay? It's going to drop down into you. In addition, again, I'm going to read this several different ways. For those of you who are being faced with stuff that's pretty harsh, okay, in the health sector, definitely meditate to try to see if you can find answers, and do your best to not over worry about it, okay? I know it's not easy. I know it can be a complete nightmare, but rest, rejuvenation, and meditation will begin the healing process here. All right, I'm not going to use the word cure. I'm just going to say begin the healing process. Even though I'd like to say cure, but there's all sorts of liabilities with that. But I feel like your answer is right in front of you. Okay. And justice is everything's going to get balanced. All right. Go with your gut. Go with what you know. Like, maybe you've there's somebody you went to and they're like, you know what, you should eat more nuts. That really helps your health. And you've been eating nuts for like a couple weeks, a couple months, and all of a sudden you're like, God, I feel weird. Well, maybe you have an allergy to nuts you didn't know about. Do you understand? In other words, don't listen to other people. Listen to yourself. Justice is fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. You, not other people. Follow your hits. Get rest. Because when you're in fear and you're worrying about the affliction, the hormones that are generated from fear in the body, the cortisol, the adrenaline, all that stuff that's not healthy and floods all of your organs and your body systems, actually wreaks more havoc. So rest, believe that healing is around the corner. And my suggestion is, and the suggestion of the universe is to meditate to get more information. Because I feel like you'll get the answer. Or even just sitting quiet for a couple minutes. Even just sitting in thought, relax, sit in thought. Go outside. Definitely go outside. Go outside, sit down, relax, better yet, sit on the grass. And just ponder, what could be going on here? And I guarantee you'll either get a picture, a vision, a word, an idea. You may even hear something, you may, but I feel like this is highly solvable. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I hope that helped. Again, if you're interested in getting a private one-on-one reading with me, you can just get in touch with me at my email, which is thehealingroomcrystals@gmail.com, and we could figure it out from there. Anyway, I hope this helped, and I wish for all of you Scorpios a wonderful remainder of April, and I look forward to speaking to you guys in May. Thanks so much.